Okay. Okay, so we'll do separates now. So Clayton, we're gonna do separates now. This was the only chance that there may have been one together, but it's not gonna work. So we'll do 1, 1, and 1.
What was the point of us coming here if we're not gonna do it together?
Because that's what he. I'll tell you later. We'll do JJ's first and Josh's, then Jordan's. Unless do you want to go first? It's up to you.
Doesn't matter to me.
Yes. I want to know what happens.
No, we're doing separate, so I won't be able to hear.
Oh. Alright, okay, so I guess we're gonna have to leave.
It's up to you.
Yeah, you're the DM.
Yeah.
Okay.
Y'all gonna be separate.
Huh. I just thought of something. Instead of battle, it's Atlas.
Yeah, it's definitely my fault.
I'm just saying that's funny line.
Y'all are going to do it. We're gonna do it separately. So we'll do JJ's first. I don't know how long it's gonna take. You want to go in there and do them? Because I don't want to take you. Y'all can like play Smash or something.
Yeah,
We can go to my house.
We'll just like go to your room or something.
Huh?
I'm just gonna take
Yeah,
this.
me and Jordan are gonna smash.
I'm not surprised.
Josh and Jordan are gonna smash real quick. We're gonna take this phone. We're just gonna transport you, Clayton, in here to JJ's room real quick, and do some things.
Hey, which one's it on?
It's on 4.
All right. So we're gonna do as long. We're gonna take. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna do them as long as I can. I'm gonna try to cut them off at like an hour.
Just take time.
But if I don't, then we'll go. If they go 15 minutes, they go 15 minutes. If they go an hour, they'll go an hour. We'll see. We gotta watch the man after this too. So, but we'll get everything done.
Oh yeah, by the way, you can cast to this TV.
What?
You can cast to this TV.
Oh, sweet.
It's the bedroom TV.
Well, Faylana tried.
She did. She did better than I hoped. But it's all that innocence, all that gentleness that Atlas will never know.
Yeah, that's the whole thing is affecting her more than he thinks.
I mean, I wasn't trying to be deceitful and manipulative, but that's kind of the way it came off as.
Hold on, close. We'll pause this. Clayton, I'm gonna pause this real quick because me and JJ are gonna talk.
We are recording again, Clayton.
All right, we're back, Clayton. Like just not recapping anything, but the reason why we just did that right there was JJ. So JJ's plan was to obviously pocket all of Arty's stuff, and yeah, and then to as Arty wanted and things like that, and then he wanted to pull Faylana to the side by herself and give her the whole story, the whole shebang about what's happened this past month in game and what's happened freaking whole campaign, what's happened the past 16
before.
episodes. Yeah. And so he did that, and he wanted to do that. However, Faylana had already made a promise to Atlas that she would be with him for a time being. So what I did, just giving you like back story, so that you know what happened right there, or more in detail what happened right there. Faylana's personality, like she said, and all that you just heard, wouldn't allow her to see these two fight without at least attempting to do something. So I rolled for her to attempt to bring Atlas with her, or to get the guts up to bring Atlas with her, and she rolled well. So she she attempted to bring Atlas with her to meet Talio, where he had wanted to meet at the Divine Tree, and so the only thing that really changed from all that is obviously Talio wanted to meet her privately before all that. He didn't want Atlas to be there at all, but because she had made a promise to Atlas, she couldn't do both, and she couldn't do neither one. So therefore, she tried to do it all at once, and it didn't really work, as you can tell. But now we pick up with Talio separating himself from the group.
And as I leave, I
Yes.
just give her the best court bow I can, very low to the
Okay.
ground. I say, my lady, I wish you luck and good fortune.
And she bows as well. You see a slight tear fall from her eye, and she doesn't say anything. She just bows as well, and then you're off your way. So What do you want to do first? You're wanting to. This is all up to you now.
I said, I summoned Birdie.
Yep.
I figure he's been flying overhead.
Yep.
Lands on my shoulder. I just grab him.
Yep.
Look him in the eye. And say, will you take me to her?
Okay.
Then I throw him up into the air.
Okay. Let me roll something for Birdie. Oh my! Birdie's on fire. What he does is, this is gonna be decent. So, he actually stays put on your shoulder, and you get the sense or the feeling that you should wait right where you're at for them to leave. So, I don't know what they're gonna do, or what he's planning to do with Rily'nanea, but I'm gonna assume that they're gonna try to go to her family first. I guess it's up to them. But so after waiting around for about an hour or so, you assume that the coast is clear, and when you go back, they're gone. And Birdie then flies around for a second, and then goes and sits down on the lowest branch of the divine tree, which is the lowest branch of the divine tree is like 60 foot up. It's massive. Like the divine tree itself is a few hundred yards tall. Like it's huge. So he just gives you the what was the signal? Caw, or yes, or something like that.
One caw.
One caw. He gives you the caw. Yeah, he does that. And then it's up to you to do whatever you need. Oh, I didn't bring my drink in here. Oh well. Lol.
Okay, so I guess what I do is...
Alright, Jordan. Clayton, I had to go get some wine. We're back.
I ponder for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Sigh, then I start to climb up the divine tree.
Okay. You've been here before, so you know relatively the area and what to do. So before you even start climbing the tree, when you put your first hand on the tree, you get like a tingling, a sense, or a feeling that you just focus your energy because you've been here before. So you channel your life force, per se, into the tree, and you get dizzy all of a sudden, and everything starts spinning left, right, center. You don't even know what's going on. Birdie flies down onto your shoulder as the room starts to spin, and you actually lose your footing and fall. And when you fall, you hit the ground, and just like that, you open your eyes again, and what you see is beauty everywhere. Beautiful. You're at home. It's been a while since you've been here, but you are back home. The divine tree is still right in front of you, but the dark grays and gloomy and the fog and all the ghostly essences and the burning flames, all that stuff that you've been near in Athens, and the grays and ghostly stuff of the ethereal plane, or the ethereal forest you were just in, is now gone. It is now a lush, beautiful forest with the divine tree still in front of you, and you are now in the Feywild.
Wait, so before I realized I'm in the Feywild, I look down at my hands and I wonder if I still see the same scars, the same black long sleeve tunic, or if it's the one I wore on the day that it all happened.
No, this is what you came in.
Okay.
You're good. You're still dressed the same way. The only noticeable difference you get is I don't want to look up the whole Feywild thing again because I've already read it like 15 times.
No, trust me, I understand. It's Feywild.
Off of memory, you get a strong sense of arcane, like tinglings, feelings. This place is inherently magical, and you can definitely tell you're in a different plane. But at the same time, you feel at home because this is where you grew up for. What, 50-something years before? 100 years? Yeah, it was 100. Yeah, it was 100 years
on the
before.
100th birthday is
on
when
the 100th birthday, yeah. So this is where you lived for 100 years. So you're back at home.
It looks like home.
What are you doing right now?
Looks pretty like home.
Yep.
Everything is better. He just starts to cry.
You just start to cry?
He just starts to cry.
Okay, Birdie flies around and lands on your shoulder and gets the tick, 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 tick on your head. And then gets up and starts flying.
I follow after him.
Okay. You follow him for about 2 hours or so. The Feywild is massive.
Yeah.
Like massive. But you do know that you get the general direction of where you're going is Birdie's leading you to your home. Like your actual home.
Oh.
And it takes about 2 hours or so, and you peek through an opening and you see your old home, the home of the Benerdans. and he flies all the way up to the ledge of the door, sits on it, and tick, tick, tick on the door. Because it's still there. Nothing's happened to it. It's just kind of charred.
So it's burned down again?
It's, well...
So it looks like it's the burned out hospital building.
Yes.
Okay, I just go up to the door, go to push it open, hesitate, and just gently push it open.
And whenever you touch the door, you get another familiar feeling you've had before. And this is the feeling of your queen. And as you push open the door, it's like the plane itself. It's like you're in the Feywild here, and as you push open the door, enter into the plane of the Raven Queen. And Birdie comes in with you. He's still right there with you throughout this whole time.
I just pet him on the head and I walk in.
Okay, so you are in a open space of just pure white this time. Just all white. And oddly enough, there is a swirling picture like a sandstorm, but way off in the distance, and it's of like black sand. And the black sand swirls and swirls and swirls as it slowly forms the gigantic face or mask of the Raven Queen, in all black this time. And she...
So it's like inverse.
It's inverse. So she comes this is not a very good... This is it. Anyway. She comes ever so close to you, and she...
I don't flinch.
You don't flinch? She... My champion, you have returned.
I just give a low bow.
She looks at you, and you just see the blank black mask of the Raven Queen as she says, I sense that you have questions for me.
I do. I have many, if you will answer them.
I will try.
I feel like this is something I should have asked long ago, but how should I address you, my queen?
Just as you have your whole life. My queen. The tip of the hat.
The tip of the hood.
Yeah, tip of the hood.
Okay. Why did you choose me?
I gotta figure out what kind of voice I want to use here. No, whatever. I sound funny anyway. She looks up. Doesn't look at. Well, she looks at you, but she doesn't move. She says, I look for ones that have the most potential, but also have that... What's the good word for it? Drive. No.
Empathy.
Oh, that's a good word for it. Regret and empathy within them. And the moment I saw you, and don't think that I didn't see you, the moment I saw you take that silver ring and that piece of cloth, I knew I needed you, and you alone.
Just kind of gives a little sob.
Mm-hmm.
This is a very emotional place for Talia.
Yeah, this is a very emotional state right now. You don't know what's going on, but you know you're in the presence of your queen, and you have what you think may be the potential to save your loved ones.
Okay, do I believe her?
Do you roll an insight check? Y'all learning. Y'all are actually asking whether or not you believe people now.
I'm gonna believe regardless. I can tell with this roll. Insight?
Mm-hmm.
9.
9?
9!
She seems just like the ever powerful and present being that she's been with for the past 50 years of your life, and you don't believe she'd ever tell a lie to you.
Okay. My queen, did you know that my brother was still alive?
I did. However, it is not my duty to tell someone of someone's future. I do not like messing with the fate of anyone, let alone my very own champion.
Just give a small nod. Am I the last in my line?
Of the Benirden line?
Yes.
She asks questioningly. You are.
You see his shoulders kind of drop a little bit. Just kind of looks down for a minute.
That does not mean you cannot make more. I say as the DM.
No,
not her.
He looks up, gives her a sly smile, gives her a wink.
No.
Finger guns.
I say as the DM, not
Okay.
as
Is the Shadowson family truly of your line? Or is that just something they say to drive up their prices?
The Shadowson family has never once been a part of my line. They believe that they are. And they once were. Many, 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 many years ago. But the presence of malice has tainted them. Several hundred years ago. Malice planted the seed of this revolution that he has begun 50 years ago. Many, many years ago. In the head of Merrick Shadowson. They have since then cut ties with me.
Under my breath, I just say, fucking knew it.
Knew it.
Fuck you,
Shit,
Atlas,
I
knew
heard you.
was right.
She says, I heard you. I heard that, no.
Excuse my rudeness.
She looks back at you. However, I have been watching these past 2 days, 2 weeks ago. I have been watching these 2 weeks ago. And Atlas Shadowson, the son of Merrick, despite his resentment of me, he stayed relatively faithful throughout all of this until recent transpirings. I don't know how to say it, but however, I do not blame your actions as of yet.
I'll go ahead and say this one.
All the questions.
And on that note, my queen, I would like to apologize for my actions. They've been unbecoming of your champion.
They were necessary.
But back to the Shadowsons. If they're a thorn in your side, should I extract said thorn?
She ponders this one for a little bit. You can tell, even in this stoic face, a mask that's in front of you, there is actual thought going into this. And after a few seconds of thinking, she replies with, "Not yet." That's all she says.
Okay. And just give a nod. So, my lady, I'm sorry to say this, but you obviously know of Malice, and I just need to confirm you're not working with him, correct?
Never.
Do I
He
believe
is.
her?
Yeah, go. Inside check.
16.
16? You get a strong feeling she's telling the truth.
Okay.
She is not one to have ever been known to work with any of the other deities. And especially with what Malice has done, in that she just told you, he was what was that thing called? The wedge or whatever that has split her, from what was once her largest following, the Shadowson family, many, many, many years ago. Malice was that wedge that separated her from those people, and so he's not too high up on her list.
I'll even say the next one. She knows that I plan to kill him.
Are you gonna say that?
I say, I know I'm not strong enough yet, but I will end him for you one day.
She once again thanks for this one, and then looks back at you and says, "You are not strong enough yet, but I do believe with the proper guidance and training you can be. However, you will need your companions." And she pauses for a second, and she looks back up at you and she goes, "Arturius."
Just kind of gets a sad look on his face.
She goes, "He did not come through my world. In other words, his soul is still alive. Now, I know that his patron is one of death and despise, and someone that I typically send people to. This time it's different. Hades, and this is the first time you've heard her ever mention another god. She goes, Hades won't let me touch that one. And from what I know, he's still alive.
He's just kind of speechless for a minute.
So, from what you remember, is you left his body there, and it's been 2 weeks since. So, things have transpired, and she caught wind of things here and there between, you know, the upper planes and things. And usually when someone dies, you know, she's the one that takes them from here to here. And she couldn't do that with Arturius because of the bond he has with Hades. And so that's what she's just warning you. So
I trust Arturius, but should we trust him as Hades' tool?
She, once again, she takes the longest to think on this one. And she responds with, Hades was the one that fell long ago, I'm sure, as you know. He was the one that was tricked and used as a tool. He did so unbeknown, I guess, to his fellow divinities. However, he was always one that looked to gain more power every day possible. And I do not know why your fellow companion Arturius put his faith into Hades, nor do I know why Hades chose Arturius. But your worries are warranted, and I would also say keep an eye out for him. I will do as much as I can, but obviously, you know, Hades is one of equal, if not greater, power than I am. So keep your eye out. But if something does happen, it may not be because of Arturius. He may be used as a tool. So do not blame Arturius.
I won't. And if I may, my lady, for me, there is no one greater than you. I give her a slight
If
bow.
she could smile, she would smile.
Completely not BSing, completely his thoughts 100%.
Yep.
Complete belief. Now, speaking of souls, I take it that means you know where the souls are sent after a mortal is killed? Or
I do.
Another question. For my nigh to be resurrected, do you know where her soul is?
She looks at you, and this time you can tell that if she could smile, she would smile. She smiled, I do.
Just see him kind of center himself for a second, takes in a big breath. Is Rily'nanea actually Nye's reincarnation?
She, once again, if she smiles, she goes, she is not.
You see him visibly relax.
However,
tenses back up.
this young Femora that you have acquainted yourself with is much more important than you think in this world. And she is related to your Nye. There is much that Nye herself did not know about herself.
Was Nye actually a Femora?
She just smiles. She doesn't say anything. She just smiles. A sisterly bond can never be broken. She says that.
Talio's just left speechless, and he's like, I left my in-law with that fucker. Oh, I don't know if that would be loud enough. I said, I left that in-law with my fucker. Wait, no. I left my in-law with that fucker.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. Do I believe her?
Roll an insight check.
I gotta roll good eventually. That's not terrible. 21.
21. She is telling you the truth here. Based on what you know of Rily'nanea, she lost her memory long time ago when she was a baby,
45 years.
Yes. And as far as she knew, she was brought into the Nazareth people as one of their own, and thought she was just born in the Nazareth family. And during all of this, from what you know of Nye, a long time ago, she was a part of that family, your family adopted into hers.
The Rily'nans.
Yep. However, Talio never actually knew everything. You met her when you were 13.
I just knew that.
You just knew she was part of it.
Her family was killed by bandits.
And that's all your family knew as well. And you know her family was killed by bandits and all that stuff. But you don't know. You only know her from her age 13 and above. So once the queen tells you this, it's kind of piecing together a little bit. Like, oh wait,
the gears are turning.
Maybe they're related somehow. So, and at the mention of her saying a sister's bond can never be broken, you can kind of assume.
Is there a third sister with the Shadowsons?
She looks at you, not that I'm aware of. However, my bond or ties with the Shadowson family was cut long ago, so I do not see as much as I used to.
I give a nod. I know our deal was for Nye to be resurrected, but with Malice still in the world, she wouldn't be safe.
So you were saying you have the jewels?
I reach into my bag of holding, and I just keep it. I tuck the back of the thing close to it, and I pull the bag of holding near it, just in case.
Yeah.
And I pull out the gem.
All 5 or just 1?
Well, I mean, all.
All? 1 into the 4 shards? Okay. She looks at you. What you were holding is a very important artifact from long ago. Even if you didn't do them, but
Yeah.
She looks at you. It is actually incomplete. Those 5 pieces were once 1. However, it is possible to gain temporary life with just 1 of those pieces. The main piece being the most efficient. That is what Eden was planning on doing. In order for it to be the most efficient, it must be reforged. However, there's only one place that can reforge this, and it is here in the Feywild. She looks at, but it seems like you may not want to. Is that what I'm sensing?
What good would it do for me to resurrect her if she would only be killed and suffer even more because of it?
I will not argue with that point. Malice is someone who's gaining power every day. And although you and your companions are too weak now, he will become a threat very soon. And the longer we wait, the worse it will be. And she looks at you. Not resurrecting Nye has its advantages and disadvantages. That's all she says.
I ask her one final question.
Okay.
Say, my lady, in all of our other meetings, you've always been the white mask floating in the darkness. Why? Why have you chosen a new form, if I may be so bold as to ask?
Why may it be so bold if I ask? She looks at you and she says, you will find out soon, but now is not the time.
Do I believe this is actually the Raven Queen?
Roll an insight check.
No, that's a 9.
9, do you believe this is the Raven Queen?
I pull out the Sword of Olympus from Arty stuff.
Okay.
Do you know what this is?
she gives a chuckle at this part. Well, I see the serious questions are over. She was like, I do know what that is. That is also an ancient artifact used in the sacred war of the gods.
I put it back in.
Okay.
I move the bag of holding away from the bag of holding.
Yep. Okay. Now what?
What advantages and disadvantages would there be for raising Nye? Because my own selfish reasons aren't enough anymore.
She looks at you and she responds with, like Lady Femora, the one that is currently alive down there with Atlas, Naya is much more important in this world and this role against malice than you believe. The advantage of resurrecting her right now, attempting to resurrect her right now, is she will aid you greatly in this fight against malice. The disadvantage of it is he will know when she is resurrected, and he will come. Interesting.
I don't know what to say. Because I know what he wants to do so bad, but there's reasons not to. But now she says there's reasons to do it. I don't understand. When you say temporary life, how temporary is temporary?
Eden was going to utilize all 5 pieces at once, albeit inefficiently. He was going to use it to gain himself what he believed would be an immortal life, but would really double his current life. Him being a human means instead of living to 80, he would have lived to 160, and most likely perished from there. He might have been able to find something different or solve the puzzle. Using 1 shard can drastically increase someone's life. Using multiple shards, like Eden attempted to, can double, if not triple, someone's life. However, using all 5 in its complete form, as she tells you, it's as the complete life stone, it is called the life stone, will fully resurrect any being for their
Natural lifespan.
for their natural lifespan.
But you say any being. Malice wants the stone. He wants to resurrect something. He resurrect himself. Make himself more powerful. Double his. I don't know. Metagaming.
He's just theorizing right here on the bed. The theories.
Oh, there's too many. Talio's not this smart. He's only got a 16 intelligence.
It's actually really smart.
Wait, what is it? What is intelligence?
10 is average.
It's 13.
Okay, well 10 is average. That means you're above average. You're smart. You're not like brilliant, but you're smart.
Adequate. I'm above average.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. My lady, what would you counsel?
What would I counsel? This is interesting.
What would you have me do?
I've never counseled or suggested anything before. You were the first to ask this. She thinks for a second and she goes, Nye's soul has been waiting for a long time, and I have been keeping it safe for a long time. No! I believe attempting to resurrect her would be at least beneficial as of right now.
Then I start setting up, what should I do? How should I start this process?
Oh, interesting. She looks at you. She says, it is possible to attempt to resurrect with just the 5 shards. However, it is not near as efficient or successful as attempting it without forging the 5 together.
You can just see the conflict on his face.
Yep.
How much he really wants this. But
She looks at him. She goes. She looks at him.
Work.
She goes, I will offer my help once, and you can choose to accept it now. But if you don't, you have lost your chance. Upon the end of this conversation, you can leave here, and I will place you at the forge, and you can grab the help to attempt to forge it, and then return here. You can accept the offer and attempt to reforge it right now, or you can not accept the offer and attempt to resurrect her right here and right now with just the 5 shards.
just been waiting for so long. But if we're going to do this, it needs to be done correctly.
She looks at you. There is still one more piece. She's talking about the resurrection.
Oh.
The soul of the willing one. The soul of the willing loved one. Don't forget about that.
The only soul I have is to offer is mine.
She just does anything.
I put the shards back in my bag, and I kneel down in the position of fealty.
Yeah.
And I touch like where her feet would be. If you'll have me, you'll have my eternal loyalty.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. She did expect you to do this soon. She,
Complete faith.
Okay, so upon doing that, I didn't expect you to do this soon. The floor that you're standing on, this whole expanse, turns black again. And the mask turns white. But this time, like reverse of what happened before, it turns into sand and sinks down to the ground and then comes back up right in front of you, this time as an actual figure. The Raven Queen herself is standing directly before you.
Still kneeling down,
and you're
touching the brand.
Okay. And she reaches out, and you don't see what's happening, but you feel a presence as if it's someone's. You'd want to say a hand, but you don't know, because you don't know if divinities such as this have hands. But they tap the top of your head, kind of like a Tachi would, and you feel as if it's a really weird feeling. You feel as if every emotion you've ever felt or will ever feel is being sucked out of you. Good, bad, ugly, the great, everything. Memories start flashing left and right.
Oh no!
You with Nye, the burning of your house, the fight with Eden, the fight with Atlas, coming here, everything just starts flashing at once, and then silence, nothing. And what do you do?
I mean, I'm still just kneeling there.
Still just kneeling?
I haven't been told otherwise.
Okay, I was about to say.
I just continue.
Once this has happened, she commands you to stand and look her in the eyes.
I do as commanded.
Okay. You stand up, and before you is a very pale, beautiful woman. Beautiful, just utterly beautiful. You've never seen anything more beautiful, other than maybe your Nye, because that's... you can assume this is your queen, and she has... In my world, I don't know if this is actually... I planned this a long time ago. In my world, this is for Clayton, too.
You can say Nix or
I don't know... Huh?
You can say Nix or Nye.
Nix or Nye, yeah. But,
wait, sorry, Nix or the Raven Queen.
In my world, Nix and Nye are like kind of one thing, because I use the mythical, I use the Greeks as my deities, but we wanted to have the Raven Queen in, so it's kind of a mix of both, but it's majority the Raven Queen. And I don't know if in D&D, like in any other D&D campaign, I don't know if the Raven Queen has ever taken off her mask, or if anyone's ever seen what she looks like, but my campaign, she's going to do it. I've had it planned for a long time, so she's going to reveal herself to you, and she's just like an utterly beautiful, like, I look at Ren Tasoka right there, she looks like Ren Tasoka, pale, like one of the most beautiful things you've ever seen. And in front of you, she is holding like a little white ball, and it's white. You think your soul is black, but it's white. No.
Surprise.
And she looks at you and she says, "I will use this as a conduit to resurrect Nye once you obtain the jewel. However, I will return it anytime you and I are ready." That's all she says.
So is he still feeling any emotions at all, or is
he's feeling emotions now, but everything it's kind of like black and white now.
It's kind of like muted.
So you feel emotions, but they're not near as impactful. If there are, she didn't take everything from you. If there are a few emotions that you can feel, it's like there's one anime or one movie I watched or whatever one time where the main character feels like no emotions towards pretty much anything or everything except the one person that they truly care about. This is what's going to happen for you. If you resurrect Nye, you will feel pretty much no emotion. You'll feel emotion a little bit here and there for things that happen around you, but for Nye specifically, you'll feel everything and anything. So it's like she's going to take your soul and all of your emotions, everything, and use it to resurrect Nye potentially. And so therefore, you and Nye are connected more than you've ever thought you would be. But it's only if you succeed. So.
Does my heart go doki doki when I see the Raven Queen?
Yeah. Your heart goes doki doki when you see the Raven Queen. She's the only person that's ever presented herself. You're the only person she's ever presented herself in front of.
Oh.
You've been faithful to her for 50 years.
That's true. Wow. Here's the thing. Now I'm conflicted. It's like, this is one of those diverging paths. Do I go for the Nye path or do I go for the Raven Queen path?
Oh my Lord. Oh Lord. So anyway, so your options here are she has taken the soul that you just presented her. You can attempt right now, if you wanted to do a resurrection, but it wouldn't be as efficient. Or you can take what she suggested or offered, not suggested, and return back to the ethereal forest plane or the Feywild and reforge these. Now, reforging a divine object is relatively difficult, but it's possible.
I think he's going to try to go and reforge it.
Okay.
My lady, I accept your offer.
This time, now you can actually see her. You can see her. She smiles and she nods. And then she says, I will await your return. And she, with her other hand, comes out and summons a second soul. And you get the wave of emotion that she's holding Nye's soul and your soul in both hands.
He starts to try to reach up towards it.
She takes a step back.
Reaches his hand back.
Now what do you do?
I just tell her again, I will accept your offer. I will try to reforge the jewel.
Okay. She goes, turn around. And when you turn around, there is now a doorway that has formed right behind you. And feel free to walk through.
I do just that.
Okay. You walk through, and upon walking through, it's like taking a step off of a doorstep that's like lower than the ground, so you kind of just like, ugh, and you're back into the Feywild, and she has placed you in front of what looks to be like a rickety cave. You can't really tell. It's pretty much covered by vines here and there, but there is a strong arcane aura coming from the cave, like massive, and there is like a slight vibration in your pocket or in the bag of holding from the jewels that you can assume.
With feeling no emotions now, I walk straight into the cave. No attempt at stealth.
No attempt at stealth? Oh, crap.
Just walking straight in.
Okay. So, right when you get up to the cave wall, the aura gets stronger and stronger and stronger, and you kind of smack into
a wall.
Like into a wall, like an arcane field, pretty much.
I touch the field.
Okay.
I try to
push your way through it. Okay.
Try to.
When you touch the field, there's like a pulse, I guess, a pulse that goes from your toes all the way up into your hand, and it's an energy that you've never felt before. It feels very similar to the Raven Queen herself, and it's not something you knew you could do before, but you close your eyes, and using this energy that you just felt pulse through, and it opens up a doorway in front of you, and you walk through. The cave itself is relatively small. It's probably about 10 foot, but it's actually probably about the width and length of this here room. And you walk straight for probably 10 minutes deep into the mountains.
I didn't feel uncomfortable anymore because he doesn't feel anything.
Yeah, true. Well, you feel stuff. You're just not. You're not like.
It's just not. I'm just not shivering in my boots. Like I don't like being underground.
Yeah,
it's like, oh,
because remember when you were in what was it? When we were in the cave, like the dwarven caves or something like that. That one time you were like freaking out. Yeah, you said you were freaking out or something like that. Those feelings are there faintly, but they're not like there. When you're in the presence of things that are much grander or beings that are much grander, the emotions are more vivid, but and in front of an eye. But for the most part, normal stuff like this, you're there to get your job done. Pretty much is what you feel nowadays. It's just like it was the past 50 years, except now you don't feel as much. Pretty much.
Great. Should have happened 50 years ago.
Great. Yeah, it's been very beneficial for you 50 years ago. Okay, so you continue through this cave for probably 15 or 20 minutes. And as you're going through this cave, the arcane and magical presence around you is starting to be overwhelming at this point. Before you come out into an opening of... Have you ever seen... You've seen the new Avengers, haven't you?
Yeah, I've seen that.
So, you know the huge forge that like Thor goes to go... Picture that, but in a cave. So it is huge. It's probably 200 yards by 200 yards. Huge opening with a giant pool of lava right in the middle, and kind of like a Colosseum type stairs going all the way around, all the way down into like a what's that called? Sunk in, I guess. A sunken place, and
like a pit almost.
Like a pit, yeah.
Like a Colosseum pit.
Yeah, like a Colosseum pit. So it goes down, and then there's probably about 70 or 80 feet of this stone, and then 70 or 80 feet of stone, and then very in the middle is that pit of lava. And in the middle of the pit of lava is an anvil and a forge, and there's no one here but that.
Oh man, I guess I start walking down towards the forge.
Okay.
Looking around to see if I see anyone.
Roll a perception check.
Oof, that's not too great. I'm not rolling so hot tonight, Tess.
That's okay.
Perception? Oh, that's not bad then. 15.
15? You don't see anything.
Do I feel anyone watching me?
You don't sense any presences or anything. Nothing out of place as of yet.
Oh, wait, where's Birdie?
Oh yeah, Birdie. I forgot about Birdie. Yeah, Birdie's with you. He did you want Birdie to leave with you?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, the Birdie's with
my
you.
traveling companion, the same bird for 50 years.
Yeah, pretty much.
Never sacrificed him. Oh, it could have been beneficial in combat.
Hold on. Okay, yeah, roll a perception check for Birdie.
That's slightly better. 17.
17? Birdie senses a slight presence within the lava.
Within the lava?
Within the lava.
I guess I walk down towards the lava and I just stand at the edge.
Okay. Hold on.
So I figure Birdie is kind of... He knows what's up.
Wait a minute. Pause, Clayton.
I can't reach it.
No, you don't have to pause it. I'm just telling Clayton to pause it. There we go.
Did not mean to drop that.
Hee hee. Okay. Let me change the music too. So, you just walk up to the thing, to the lava pit. Okay. Whenever you get to the lava pit, there is a bubble right below where you're standing as something begins to rise out of the lava pit, and the lava begins to move and shape and form as this elemental being stands before you, made of lava entirely. Does not look friendly. Do you do anything?
I bow. I say the Raven Queen sent me.
Is that what I say?
That's all I say.
Okay, it's gonna hit you.
Fuck!
Okay. Where's my dice?
Oh no, I'm dead. Fire is bad for undead things, but I'm not undead. I just served the undead queen.
Mom is calling me. Now we have to pause it.
I can't reach it. Hit the...
Hold on, Clayton. No. There we go. Okay, Clayton, we're back. Mom had to call me real quick. Oh yeah, I gotta change music too. So, Fire Elemental was just summoned Clayton and took one swing at JJ and missed. He's going for a second swing, but I gotta change music.
Our armor class is 37?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Okay. KO Ken! Times 10!
2 hours of epic, powerful... Wrong one!
No, you cast it in the bedroom TV.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, they're watching anime or something. Sorry, Clayton. We have 2 TVs for Chromecast, so it's kind of confusing which one to go to.
That was perfect timing that they did that. Okay.
That was. Then again, you can always cast to the clock, which is literally right fucking there on my bedside stand.
I cast the clock?
You can cast to this clock.
Oh, that's cool. Alright, it's playing?
It's going.
Alright. Okay, second attack. Oh no, I don't get a second attack because it was a surprise round. So, roll initiative.
23.
Let me go get my thing real quick.
I will also roll for Birdie.
Okay.
Because he's going to actually play a part
You
in this
rolled a
battle.
23? Good Lord.
I rolled an 18 plus 5.
Good Lord, have mercy. Oh, yo, one of the best fights of all time. It's going. Things are happening.
It's making me fucking cry.
What?
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 Said it's making me fucking cry.
Yeet. They're watching the Pain fight, the Pain Naruto fight.
Gotcha.
Oh my.
Might need to turn it down a hair.
Okay. Let's use that. Alright. There we go. Alright. Initiative. You rolled a 23.
Birdie rolled a natural 20.
Okay. What's his,
I don't have the Raven stats on
plus
me.
2? Okay, we're just gonna make him go second probably, because this guy rolled a 2, so he's going last. Birdie. Elemental. Alright. You're up first. So you have a gigantic fire elemental in front of you.
Okay, I imagine it starts to sling down with its hand. I just catch it on the shield.
Yep.
Okay, what I do is, I'm gonna tell Birdie, go to his face as a free action.
Okay.
Cast invisibility on myself.
Okay.
Hide.
Okay. Roll.
That's not bad. It is 23.
23. Okay. Noted.
Noted.
So, Birdie's up next, actually.
Birdie's up next.
Yep.
I send Birdie up to its face to try to scratch at it.
Okay, go for it.
There's a natural 13, and I know Birdie doesn't have very good bonus to attack.
Okay. That may actually still hit. What's Okay, I'm going to assume Birdie's dex is 2.
Actually, I'm just going to grab a player's handbook.
Okay. Because he actually, that could hit. Like, this is the wrong person.
I need a D&D.
What was it? Natural what?
Natural 13.
Oh, that is going to hit him then.
Hey!
His AC is 13. I was on the earth elemental, not the fire.
Raven. Dex is 14.
Oh, plus 2 then. I was right. I said plus 2.
You did say plus 2. Good for you.
I've played too much D&D by day.
I have not played enough. Okay, so then for that attack, it is beak. It's plus 4 to hit. Oh, So that would be a 17 to hit. It does
17 to hit.
1 piercing damage.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay, so you see Birdie attack it, but it looks like it has no effect.
Oh.
1/2 to 0.
Oh.
He's not immune. He's resistant. Okay. Anyway. Next up is him, but he can't see you. He's going to attack Birdie. He can't really see, so he's just going to try to get through Birdie. That's going to hit Birdie. I know it's going to hit Birdie.
He's got an AC of 27.
It's going to hit Birdie. Alright, so that is this. Oh, wow, max damage.
Oh. It has 12 hit points. No, wait. Its armor class is 12, and it has 1d4 minus 1 hit points, so 1 hit point.
12. 15 damage.
Birdie disappears in a puff of smoke.
So you see the fire elemental just do this number for a second, and then it just grabs Birdie and goes, and Birdie just poofs out of nowhere. And then with its second attack, it's just going to try to swing wildly to try to hit you. So disadvantage. Oh, that's going to miss. Yeah, 12. 12 misses. Okay, you're up.
Well, now that he's killed Birdie, in combat roll niche for the Raven and control how it acts. If it is slain by a creature, you gain advantage on all attack rolls against the killer for the next 24 hours.
Oh my gosh! Okay.
So still hidden, I walk up to it, I take out my Saturn dagger, and I shove it as far into it as I can.
I figured. Okay,
And
with advantage.
Because of my elven accuracy, I get to roll 3 d20 instead of 2.
With advantage.
15, 8, and 4. So that's going to be a
big number.
24 to hit.
Did you say you rolled a 15?
Yeah.
That already hits it.
Already hits it?
Yeah.
Okay. So then for sneak attack, it's 46, plus the Saturn dagger is 76.
Are you going to go shoot just all the things into it?
I am.
Okay,
I'm going to
go
shotgun.
for it. That's
irritated.
11. So wait, sneak is 4. Saturn is
7. It's
1 plus the 6 is 7. Yep. So that's 11.
2, 3,
Yep.
4, 5, 6,
Oh
7,
my lord.
8, 9, 10, 11.
Okay.
Come on, help me avenge Birdie! That's a lot of ones. 3, 2, 2. There's so much damage.
Yeah, you can do stupid amounts of damage.
Okay, so that's 10, 22. 22 plus 6 is 28.
Yeah.
29, 30 plus 5 dex is 35 damage.
Okay, and the Saturn dagger is magical, so this looks like it takes full effect. Because it is only resistant to non-magical. And I counted Birdie's beak as non-magical.
Fair. I say, fuck you, you killed my bird! And I bonus
It just screams.
I bonus action disengage and walk away as quickly as far as I can.
How far can you go? What, 30 feet?
30 feet.
Okay. You probably won't be able to get away from this guy.
Probably not. I know I won't.
So it is now his turn, and he has movement speed of 50.
Oh!
So he uses his movement to get close to you. And
I stare defiantly at the monster that's about to kill me.
Interesting. Okay. I already knew about all that. Alright, he's gonna make 2 attacks at you. 13 plus 6 is 19?
Hits.
Okay, and then the second attack, just in case, that misses wholeheartedly.
I'm gonna need a pencil or something. See one over there? Wait a sec. I got it. Never mind.
Okay. Okay, so you take... Oh my gosh!
Max damage?
Max damage again, 15 damage.
Oh boy.
And then let's see here. You're wearing something that's flammable, aren't you?
I mean, I've got my shield, but all my stuff. Well, I don't have any non-magical gear except for my daggers.
Let me see.
Oh yeah, fire elementals.
Yeah. So you have. So now you are now on fire, and you will take 1d10 damage until you put out the fire.
And that's an action?
An action. Yeah.
Okay.
You have a lot of healing potions, don't you?
I do.
Okay, good.
Let's see here. Can I... If I'm invisible... No. I'd still take the damage, and it'd probably reveal me.
You'd take the damage, but I don't know if it would reveal you. Like, if you just pat yourself out, I don't think that would reveal you if you were just patting yourself out.
Okay, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do it again. I'm going to use my last second level spot.
And, by the way, these things are very stupid, so...
Gotcha. I cast invisibility on myself again.
Okay.
Then I...
You look like just a walking campfire. I
Invisible.
guess. Yeah.
Invisible fire, hopefully.
Yeah.
I walk away as far as I can go.
Okay.
Wait,
did you disengage?
I will now.
Okay.
Disengage and I walk away from it.
Okay. How far?
As far as I can go, 30 feet.
So 30 feet? Okay. Anything else?
Well, that's my action, my bonus action, and my movement.
Okay.
But I saw something about hiding rules. It's like, if a creature is not within 5 feet, it automatically misses.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just so you know, I'm not BSing you.
Yeah. So the question is... Okay, so this is what it's going to do.
Creatures you can't see have disadvantage on attack rolls. This is true whether the attacker is guessing the target's location or if the attacker is targeting a creature who can hear but not see. If the hiding creature is not in the location targeted by the attack automatically misses.
Interesting. Okay. Well, we're going to say he can't see you then, and he's going to miss. So, it's your turn again. You just see this thing start looking around and flailing left and right.
I go up behind it.
Okay.
Quietly.
Okay.
Since it can't see me, and I have advantage on attacks for 24 hours. Because I'm already sacrificed.
Yes.
I pull out my poison dagger.
Okay.
And I stab it as hard as I can in the back.
Okay.
I attempt to.
You'll probably hit. I'll be surprised if you don't.
That's a natural 19.
Yeah, you're going to hit.
But there's also a 1 and an 8 there, so...
Wow, you would have missed.
I would have whiffed. So it's 4 plus 2. 4 for sneak attack, 2 for the poison dagger. 5, 1. 15, 21, 22, 26, 27 damage.
Okay, how much of that was poison?
1d6.
But which one was the d6?
Oh, we'll say it's one of the 5s.
Well, no, just, here, look, let me just, watch this. Where's my thing? Okay. That one.
That was a 1.
Okay, then the 1. Okay, well, it is immune to poison, so it takes 26 points damage. Math. Yeah. All right. So now you are revealed.
Yep, and I'm standing right there beside it.
All right, it's going to turn around and it's going to rage and hit you. Just absolutely, you hear it roar and it's going to smack you.
Well, come at me, bitch!
First attack. That's a miss. That's a 6 plus. It's 12.
12. This is...
Second attack. Natural 1.
Oh.
It misses both attacks. Wow.
I imagine it going the...
It's only a CR5, so...
Anime thing.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so you're up.
Wait, 1d10 fire damage?
Yeah. 1d10 fire. Wait, you patted it out, didn't you?
No, I didn't have an action yet. I haven't done it for an action yet.
1d10. That's a 12. Okay, there it is. 10. You take 10 points of fire damage.
Damn!
He is rolling max, dude. What are you at? Hit points.
43?
Oh, you're good. You're good. You're good. Unless you get, wrecked here in a second.
I've only got my 2 my magic daggers. 1 is useless. Or 1 is half useless. 1 is expended all the charges already. I don't have any other magical weapons.
You're good.
Yeah. How's he looking?
He's looking hurt. He's actually looking bloodied. He does not have very much health. He's a glass cannon.
I got you. I guess I shall pat out the flames for my action.
Okay.
Bonus action, greater healing potion.
Okay.
That's 44 plus 4?
44 plus 4.
I just rolled the 8s, right?
What?
I said I can just roll D8s, right?
Yeah. Of course. All right.
That's
He's going for his attack.
Okay. 6, 7, 8, 12 points of heal.
First attack is a 18.
That's my AC. It hits.
All right. Second attack, just in case, misses, but the first attack hits. So 5. 3 is 8. Where's his thing? There it is. You take 11 points of fire damage, and you're back on fire.
Fuck!
So now it is your turn. And are you gonna pat it out? This one? Okay.
I'm gonna drop my buckler actually.
But you're gonna take D10 then.
I will after this. I take up I drop my buckler. I grab my 2 magic daggers. I attack him once with the Saturn dagger and once with an offhand strike.
Yeah. Okay. Go for it.
8, 15, 16 for the first hit.
Hits.
15, natural 20.
Okay.
But it's on the offhand strike, so it's not gonna. So no sneak attack, just 2d6 basically.
Yeah.
The second one,
double one of those.
The first one, the Saturn dagger, is going to be 11.
Okay.
It's a 6 plus 5.
Yep.
Second one is. That's 5, so it's 10, 15 damage.
Okay. So let's see. Oh gosh. All right, he's looking hurt. It's starting to lose, or he's starting to be unable to maintain its form, and you take 10 more points of fire damage, dude. I am rolling like a god. Like a god. All right, second. Wait. Where'd my white dice go? First attack. That's a 16.
That hits now because I dropped my buckler.
Okay.
I know, this is sad, huh?
Second attack. Oh, 15. Misses.
So close.
Misses. Okay. Damage.
I'm in danger.
14 points
14 points.
of fire damage.
Okay. I'm still looking okay-ish.
Okay-ish. Okay. He's not looking okay-ish. It's your turn.
Let's see here. I'm going to sheath the poison dagger, pick my buckler back up. No
Okay.
idea.
Yeah. You got lucky there. I rolled a 10 and a 9.
Oof. Then I'll attack it with the Saturn dagger.
All right, go for it.
7, 15, 15.
7, 15, 15 hits.
That's going to be 10 points of damage with the Saturn dagger.
Okay. He's still up.
Okay, then I'm going to use bonus action, Greater Healing Potion.
Okay. It's going to attack you now. Oh wait, you take 10 points. Let's see here. Where's my thing? You take 7 points. 7 points of fire damage.
I heal 13, so I get 6 back.
Yep. What are you at now?
26.
Oh man. Okay. First attack is gonna miss. That is a 10.
Close.
Second attack is gonna hit 18. You're back up to 18, aren't you?
Back up to 18.
Damage. Oh, I'm rolling so good. Oh, that one wasn't good at all. 10 points of fire damage. And your turn.
How's he looking?
He's looking really hurt. Really hurt.
Okay. I gotta do it. I attack him with the Saturn dagger once more.
Okay.
I just try to stab it in his gut.
Okay.
That's 2 natural 20s. Come look at this, Taz. Come look at this.
Okay, he's gonna die.
I confirmed the crit.
Oh, he's done. He had 8 hit points. He's done. How do you want to kill him?
I just want to say, I pull out the Saturn dagger. I say, "You killed my fucking bird." Then I stab him in the chest.
Okay, as you stab him in the chest, it starts to scream and light up brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter, and all of a sudden, it explodes and lava goes everywhere, and all of a sudden, it sucks back in, and in front of you is a giant like mace, like a forge hammer.
A forge hammer?
Yeah.
What the fuck am I supposed to? Okay, pat myself out first.
Yeah, I was about to say, start to take some damage here.
I go, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this? As I go to try to grab the hammer.
Okay, you grab the hammer, and it's surprisingly cold and light.
Woo.
Like, you can, yeah. Yep. Solid.
Just kind of look at it for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Since I'm kind of more or less emotionless now, I say,
Yeah.
what do I do? Birdie.
Right. You feel a little. You're hurting a little bit for Birdie. He was your buddy.
He was my friend.
He was my friend.
He was my friend. He wonders to himself, should I take a short rest and summon Birdie back? I think I will.
You can take a short rest, summon Birdie back.
I just take the thing.
Okay.
I just sit it down next to me. I just sit down against the wall.
All right.
For
Nothing
an hour.
happens. Nothing happens. Summon Birdie back if you would like.
I would like to summon Birdie back.
Okay.
What is it for a rogue? Is it D8s?
Yeah.
I have 8 D8s. I'm going to use all of them.
Oh Lord.
Well, I'll use 6 of them.
For what? Healing yourself?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know it's probably pointless, but still.
Better be safe than sorry.
15. 17. 17 points healing.
Okay.
Okay. So after I complete my long rest, I think for a minute, and I say, Birdie, come back.
Mm-hmm.
And he just hops on in.
He hops in.
Birdie, I missed you. I'm so sorry.
He, he gives you like a little hug.
Oh, my bird. I missed you so much. I reach into my bag. I pull out some jerky for him.
He's kind of salty that you let him die.
I'm
But at the
sorry,
same time,
Birdie.
he missed you too.
Oh, my only friend for the past 50 years.
Yes.
It's okay. We're not going to do that ever again. I promise.
He
With
just
my fingers crossed.
nuzzles you a little bit.
Oh, Birdie. Okay, so Birdie, what the fuck do I do with this hammer?
He flies, sits on the hammer, and flies over the anvil and goes.
Am I supposed to beat the shards together with this?
He just
This is not my forte, Birdie.
he just goes.
Just the wing thing.
Does the.
Okay, I walk over to the anvil.
Yep.
I pull out the shards.
Okay.
All 5 of them in a row.
And then what do? You just put them on the anvil?
Just put them on the anvil.
When you put them on the anvil, there's like a huge pulse, and it like shakes the ground. It actually knocks you back a little bit, and each of the shards begin to vibrate ever so slightly, and all of a sudden it's kind of like those YouTube videos where after you destroy something, they show it in like slow motion, and then they can reverse it. And it's like the reversal. Each of the shards reverse. It's like it's slow motion time reversal. They slowly come together and form what was the old, or which was the original life stone. But there's like cracks in it. So, what do you do?
What do I do?
Yep.
If it's the life stone, I think there's only one thing I can do. I take out the dagger. I cut my hand.
Okay.
And I start to drizzle it on the stone.
Attaboy.
See what happens.
Attaboy. Okay, when the first drop of blood hits, there's a bright flash, and you get it hits you, and you get the natural instinct that right here, this moment, you just gotta start beating away. So roll 3 d20s, and tell me what you roll.
My D20.
That doesn't count.
12, 15, and 4.
Okay, not bad. Hold on. Yeet. So, the first strike is, you're not really used to this, but there's a natural instinct within you right now that you're getting from this aura and from communicating with your deity, that the second strike is stronger, and now you feel and you see the stone slowly start to lose its crack, and then the third swing, you just give it your all with all the emotion that you have left in your body. You know that this is for your nigh, and whenever you smack, it's like Thor whenever he hit Captain America's shield. I don't remember what it was, like the Avengers, where he hits and you just go flying backwards, and you land, and for half a second you're dazed, but when you look back up, the life stone is now floating up above the anvil, and it is complete. there's an unbelievable sense of power, magic. There's like a sense of dread, honestly, that goes with this. Divine energy is just emanating from this thing.
I eat the stone.
You eat it? Okay, I'm gonna have to start going for some stuff here. I'll have to start looking up some stuff here.
No. Don't actually do that.
Okay.
Reverently go up and grab the stone.
Okay.
Put it in the bag of holding.
Okay. And you notice the hammer has now is cracked in multiple places, and it's starting to like slowly fall apart, and it's getting heavier as you're holding it.
I quickly try to shove it in the bag of holding.
Okay. Roll a d20 again.
13.
13. It gets mostly in there, but while it's going in, you start to notice it's burning the bag of holding, or it's burning the bag. You throw it. Okay, you just throw it, and it lands in the lava, and it slowly starts to sink. You get the feeling that kind of divine object or magical being, the bag can't.
Probably shouldn't
the bag can't hold that. The life stone is one thing, but getting two things in there, that doesn't quite work.
That's fair.
So, upon doing all this, Birdie comes flying back and lands on your shoulder again, and taps you on the head again, and then goes.
I missed you too.
And he starts flying back towards the cave.
I start jogging after him.
Okay. After about 5 or 10 minutes, you're jogging this time. So after about 5 or so minutes, you come to the edge of the cave where Birdie is sitting, and beyond the scattered, what's it called, like vines and things, you see the black of your queen's plane.
Okay. I take a look around to make sure I don't see anything else in front of me.
Roll a perception check.
I get ready to throw the bag of holding if I have to.
Okay.
Ooh, that's not terrible. 24 total.
24, you don't see anything. You're good to go.
Okay. I hold the bag of holding close to my chest, still ready to throw it if I need to,
Yeah.
and I sprint towards the darkness.
Okay. As you sprint, it's like your body becomes lighter once you cross the plane, but at the same time, the bag feels heavier. So as soon as you cross, the life stone is slowly gaining more and more power, and it is ready to be used. And you cross in, and the queen is no longer there, but you hear her omnipotent voice come over you and say, "It seems you have succeeded."
Like a giddy little school child and say, I don't even say anything, I just kind of nod.
She looks at you, or you don't hear her, she's not appearing. She says, I can sense the power with that thing in your bag emanates. It is time to use it as quickly as possible. Artifacts like that must be used and hidden as fast as possible.
I grab it and I hold it up.
Grab it and hold it up. Okay, she tells you to walk forward, place it on the ground, and then stand back. Okay, so you walk forward, place it on the ground, stand back.
Like Link holding the bombs, he just walks forward.
And
sets it down.
in what you didn't really expect, picture all the Marvel references, by the way. Picture like when Thor is being summoned to Earth. You know that huge beam that hits the ground? There's a massive beam that hits directly on the life stone, and this lasts for 5 or 6 seconds. It's one in an anime style. You kind of like shield yourself, and you're being scooped back just by the sheer energy that the Raven Queen is projecting down onto the stone, and it lasts for 5, 10, 15 seconds, and I'm gonna make a roll.
Oh no! Oh no!
And we're gonna see what happens.
I'm sweating. My palms are sweating for Talia right now.
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna show you the roll. It was a 62.
No, I don't know what that means.
Which means it was a success. So after 10, 15 seconds of just sheer energy, the beam slowly begins to fade away from the bottom up. And as it goes up, there in front of you As it goes up, the form of Nyannis starts to take, and the beam disappears, and there in front of you stands your wife, fully resurrected. Do you say anything?
He just goes up to her, reaches a hand out, pulls back, and pulls his hood down a little bit.
Yeah.
Instead, he just pulls out the chain, the necklace, or the ring on his neck, pulls it off, and holds it out to her.
You see her look at you, grab the ring, look at it. She takes it, puts it back on her left hand, and then grabs the side of your face and brings you in for a kiss. And that's where we're going to end your session. Your part. Alright. Because it's 10:05. Yours went for like an hour and a half, so.
Okay, pause.
Okay, we're going to pause it real quick, by the way, Clayton, and we're going to possibly start next one. I'm going. Let's go.